We want to talk a little bit about ceilings and the fun you can have with your ceilings. A lot of people just forget that that's another wall that you can play with.
And it's double the square footage of your home. So think about that, you know, you have your footprint, but up there it's double the amount of size, and people forget about it. You're right, we don't think about it. So let's start thinking.
Okay, so let's start thinking, starting with wallpaper.
Starting with wallpaper.
Look at how dramatic this can be.
Beautiful, right? So
beautiful.
This is a master bedroom that we did, and we brought the wallpaper up from the wall up onto the ceiling. So it extends the height visually of the ceiling. It almost tricks your eye, but it's beautiful to look at, and it really finishes the space wonderfully. We chose a cherry blossom for this because it is a bedroom. You want to keep in mind that this is a bedroom. You're going to sleep at night. You don't want it to be something too crazy and too visually stimulating, otherwise it won't let you rest.
No, it's almost like you're sleeping in a garden.
A little bit.
Just lovely.
And what I really like also that there's now on the market, and we've shown this before, but it's the paintable wallpaper. So it's embossed, and what I like about it is if you do nothing with it and you don't paint it, it almost looks like plaster detail that it looks like on the ceiling. If you do paint it, you can paint it out and do something really funky with it. So I love doing a really traditional design like this, but painting it maybe in like a hot fuchsia or you know, something really fun, something unexpected.
Very nice. Okay, we've got another picture now, and in this one you're using lights.
Lights.
Really cool. So not just any lights like the pot lights.
These are not your mother's, your grandmother's pot lights. No, definitely not. So this is a pool that we did. This was an indoor pool, and you know, people tend to think lights are not really a ceiling detail, but they are. I mean, and it's probably the most, it takes the most amount of time to actually do a reflected ceiling plan, so it is something that you need to consider and think about. What I like about these, so these are LED, they're over a pool, and like JC was saying before the break was, they look like stars, and that was the point that we were going for. That's the look that we were going for. So we have the sample here. It's very small. It's a super small footprint on it, and it's very, very bright. So looking into it, we won't share it right into the camera, but it gives a lot of light, and it really gives that beautiful detail that not your grandmother's pot lights would show.
Right, and tons of them, like multiples, so you really get the impact.
You really get that impact.
Very nice. All right, now what about using molding?
Molding. So molding, again, is an easy way to do it. Oftentimes people don't do crown moldings, and I think crown moldings really do finish a space
see it right
beautifully.
Up there at the top.
Exactly. And there are so many different types of molding styles out there on the market, so it's really important that you remember what style your space is. In a space like this, I mean, there are very traditional elements to the space, like the wainscoting, the beautiful trim around the mirrors, but there are unexpected and more contemporary finishes as well, like the beautiful chartreuse chandelier that we hung. The molding really needs to work with all of this. So you don't want the molding to be too busy, too crazy, and we have some samples over here. I mean, there are so many out there, and these are great because they're prefab, so they're already done, they're not plaster, they're made to look like the replica plaster, but you want to be very conscious of the fact that the molding that you choose works well with the rest of the design concept. So don't choose a very ornate molding and then do a super modern space.
Right, okay, it's all got to be in sync.
All in sync.
Right, okay, and the last one we have here to show is a coffered ceiling, which I think looks absolutely gorgeous. Does this take a lot of work to do?
This, you know what, that one took a lot of work to do, because this is an original built coffered ceilings. Now again, you can go now to the big box stores like Home Depot and Lowe's, and you can buy prefab coffered ceiling tiles, so they're actually installed to make it look like that, but this was obviously a lot more work. I love a coffered ceiling. I think it's so elegant, it's so beautiful, and you can do it really in any space. You can do it in a more traditional space, but you can also change it up and do it in a contemporary space, and it just gives that little unexpected twist that you wouldn't think.
That beautiful architectural detail. So I would want to dance under that ceiling.
Just
it's like a ballroom, right? Beautiful. Okay, now another look I absolutely love, and I see this in a lot of the new hot restaurants right across the country, is this beautiful tin.
It's a replica tin. Yeah, so this is replica tin. So a tin ceiling, and we're going to show in the next segment, actually, we did a walk-in closet, and we got a quote on doing an original tin ceiling was almost $6,500 just for the walk-in closet. So this is a great product. This is replica. It's actually plastic, and it's much easier to install. It has the same look, and it is much cheaper. So it's a lot more budget friendly.
Good stuff.
Yeah, love it.